Today I fucked up by putting a dildo in my gun case, NSFW. This happened a couple weeks ago. My aunt and sister-in-law came to visit my neck of the woods, but I'd just returned from a business trip and hadn't been home yet when we met up. They wanted to see my new apartment, so we headed over to my place. I went back to my bedroom to change out of the airplane clothes. I can't be the only one who does this, right? And notice I'd left a purple vibrator on my bedside table. My husband had jokingly purchased the brightest, most obnoxious purple vibrating eggplant he could find, because we're apart a lot for work and he laughs at my affinity for purple. I went to put it away just as my sister-in-law walked into my bedroom. Having family see you holding a vibrating jelly stick strikes me as odd, so I ducked down and went for the first concealing item I saw, my pistol case. I quickly and snugly tucked the vibrator in the foam-lined case alongside my pistol, stuffed it under the bed and went on my merry way. No harm, no foul, no weird looks at Thanksgiving. A few days later, I'm headed to the gun range for some target shooting. I grabbed my guns, some ammo, and headed out. It was such a quick and seemingly insignificant moment with the vibrator, I'd forgotten about stuffing it into the pistol case. The gun is purple, too, BTW. I arranged everything on the table, and opened my gun case. In what seemed like slow motion, I opened the gun case, the dildo, uncomfortably stuffed alongside the pistol, rolls out of the case, perfectly bumps something, the table, I assume. Starts vibrating, and comes to a rest on the floor. Past the table. This means, ladies and gents, that it's past the area you can go. There is a purple vibrating dildo lying amongst the spent brass shells. While I was in my own lane, there were 15 to 20 people in the other lanes. For the briefest moment, recognition seemed to fill the area as the gun range fell silent. 15 people watching the hapless dildo vibrate, and twist its way across the shooting range. Fortunately, it was only a couple feet past the table, so I grabbed the broom intended for sweeping shells, pulled it back under the table, turned it off, and threw it away. Looks like I have to find a new range now. Too long didn't read. In trying to hide a dildo, I put it in a gun case and proceeded to spill it onto a public gun range. That's a great today I fucked up. Once enough people stop shooting and the range gets quiet, everyone looks to see what's going on. I can imagine people walking up asking others what was going on. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear the story at another range a few years from now. Edit, I was going to leave the typo. But I couldn't take the pressure. I'm sorry. In loud whispers. Hey Frank, what's going on? Shh, I think a dildo is scurrying across that lady's lane. What? No, wow, oh shit. It's like an eggplant. Look at my new bayonet. Does a great job penetrating. Sounds like a pain in the ass if you ask me. She's packing. It's okay because it was a tactical dildo, with the red light and everything. She was just practicing concealed carry. Today I fucked up by not reading a Tinder bio. Alright, so this happened yesterday, so it's technically TIFU. But whatever. So, a couple weeks ago I was swiping on Tinder when I saw a cute goth girl. Let's call her Lizzie. Anyways, I was fairly tired at that moment and only glanced over the bio. This was the fuck up. Lizzie and I match and get to talking. She is really nice, into the same nerdy shit I am, a fantastic shitposter, good conversationalist, and very, very cute. I'm thinking she is already my next girlfriend assuming things go well when we meet. Couple days later we go on the date. Now, I've been catfished before, so I'm already expecting that she won't be as cute as she was online. Nope. She shows up looking fantastic. Just like in the simulations, we get sushi and are having a good time, so we decide to go back to my place. After a drink, some anime and good conversation, we start making out. Things are getting heavy, so we go into my room. She takes off my pants and starts giving me head. Awesome. She took off her bra, not flat-chested either, double awesome. Big titty goth GF Rie. Anyways, I'm not the type to keep a girl waiting on her knees. Tips Fedora. So I ask her to get on the bed and we make out some more and I go to take off her skirt. The next few moments were something like this. What you got there? Question mark. Oh my god, I thought you knew. Windows shut down noise as my boner collapses. Nope. I had no clue. So, she had a dick. Turns out, she did say she was trans in her bio. Pre-op. Been on hormones for a while and is going to make the switch. While I'm not transphobic or homophobic, I do have boundaries. I didn't freak out or anything. I assured her it's fine, you know, shit happens. We ended up getting dressed, knocking back a few more shots and exchanging life stories until she sobered up and went home. Ended up friends after all was said and done. Always? Read bios. Too long didn't read a Tinder bio, got my dick sucked by a pre-op trans girl. Took off her skirt, saw a dick. Edit, this is my first ever post on Reddit. Can't believe it's made so many people laugh. Glad more people got something out of my potentially awkward situation. Edit, a lot of people asked if I would consider dating her post-op. Yeah. Why not? I felt like we hit it off. Update, she replied. Verified, this is Lizzie. What you got there? A smoothie. You never looked at her profile again while talking to her. Now we jumped from Tinder to social media in 15 messages or so. When a date sucks your dick, you should return the favor. How rude. Well, at the very least, you made a friend out of it, so there's that. All was fun and games till she whipped out a dick bigger than yours. I met this lady in Hollywood. She had green hair, but damn she looked good. I took her to my house, cause she was fine. But she whipped out a dick that was bigger than mine. Edit, thank you for the silver. Today I fucked up, by almost getting my brother kicked out of my parents' house over thermal paste. Obligatory. This was a few years ago. I work in the IT field, and have always been handy with computers. Growing up, when I lived in my parents' house, I did computer repair here and there, and often had many computer parts and accessories with me. When I left my parents' house, I ended up leaving a few things behind in my room. My brother was still living with my parents at the time, and he has been known to dabble in illegal activities. So my mom is already on the paranoid side of things. Fast forward about 2 years, and I get a frantic call from my mom. I found a syringe in your room, and I think it's for drugs, but your brother keeps lying to me and says it's yours. Do you know anything about this? I ask some leading questions, and ask her what my brother said it was. He's saying it's for a computer, but I know better. Okay, is any writing on it? Does it have a needle? There's no needle, and there is a company name on the side. Okay, well, what's the company name? And did you Google it? It says Thermaltech on the side. And when I went to Google it, all it came up with was computer parts. I know you don't use syringes for computers. Okay, so let's walk through this together, okay? 1. You found said syringe and he said it was for a computer, and it was mine. 2. You Googled the company name and all you found were computer parts. 3. You found it in my room. 4. You know I work on computers. 5. And there was no needles? It's thermal paste, Mom. It's used to apply a thin layer of paste for heat dispersion on the processor and graphics card. You're screaming at him over thermal paste. If it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, if it swims like a duck. Oh, click. I give my brother a call to let him know what I just told my mom, and so he can never let her live it down. Too long didn't read, I forgot thermal paste in my room before I moved out, and my mom found it and instantly assumed my brother was shooting up heroin, and almost kicked him out, then wouldn't believe him after literally every piece of evidence was telling her otherwise. Great, now every little baggie he is going to have is going to be labeled Thermaltech. Thermaltech herb and Thermaltech powder. Imagine if you started messing around with fountain pens and inks. She would have gone insane? Or what if you dabbled in heroin a bit? Imagine how crazy she'd be finding your fix kit. Happened to me, but instead she found an empty bottle and accused me of huffing CO2 or some shit, lol. Hypoxia is dangerous. Stay oxygenated, bro.